Hello, and welcome back everybody to the Gems of Power. And well, there's these guys. Hey there. We're back.
Hello.
We're back.
I don't know why we were doing that.
Aww.
I mean,
What the fuck did I sign up for?
yeah, who knows, you boy, right? Who knows?
You didn't read the small print, did you? Okay, sorry.
You
Okay,
didn't
so you
expect
guys-
us, did you? So we're going
No
back
one
to the dome.
expects the Spanish English. Wait, no.
So you guys head into the dome.
Into the
as-
dome.
As you enter, hang on, I'm gonna have to move the thing a fair amount, so just don't. It's not that. There we go. So, I don't know how much of this you can see. Probably all of it. 'cause
All
I'm
of it.
terrible. Yeah. Cool. Well, never mind then. So,
I want to zoom in so not everybody can see it. There we go.
all right. Well, you'll just have to deal with that because I totally didn't get my lighting set up. I have dynamic
What a
lighting. on it.
bartender. That's all I gotta say.
But anyway, so you guys enter from like sort of. I'll put tokens. There you go.
Okay, this is not gonna be fun.
We're so fucking dead. Right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you guys weren't supposed to be able to see it all, so that's kind of my bad. But...
I'm not
fine.
gonna sit. Don't worry. You know how I'm gonna be in character. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
course.
yeah, I know, but that's the worst part when the DM does that, and you know you're not gonna metagame, but
Yeah.
you know that most likely you're gonna.
No, I don't have a problem. Not many. It's more fun when I.
Okay.
yeah.
So I move in front, as I said, with Finn at
Me?
my side, and you others kind of looking very intimidating.
Okay, so you guys arrive and nobody sort of like rushes out to greet you, though there are two guards sort of like further ahead on the path there.
I look extremely, as much as I can deceive them, I look like offended at the fact that nobody has come to greet me.
Yeah, I'm poshing up like fuck. I'm like, hello.
Hey, there we go. Dynamic lighting works. Woo. How's that?
Perfect,
Better?
we can't see it.
Much better. Much better.
Did we have to pass through that magical dome?
Yes, and as you stepped through it, you felt a lovely little tingle, but nothing else.
Can I roll an Arcana check on that dome? Because that dome seems really weird.
Of course.
Do I have Arcana? No, I don't.
I think that's right.
So
My Arcana check is not good.
You learn
That is correct.
you learn that it's magic.
Oh, good.
Do you believe in magic?
Well,
It's a
I
kind of magic.
could sit here for 10 minutes and cast Detect Magic on it for free, but I don't think that's a good idea.
I literally can cast Identify on it if it helps.
Can you?
Yeah, I have it in my.
You can
ritual thing.
identify a dome.
I don't know. Depends on what the elf would
I
do.
mean, that entirely depends on if this spell is standard or not, doesn't
Standard. It's a standard.
It applies to objects.
Yeah, that's
so-
what I see. That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Well, put it like this: scale-wise, to a giant, a dome would be an object because
yeah,
you could
except
pick it
that
up.
it's not like a physical thing, it's like energy.
We walked through it.
Oh, okay. I was literally thinking about a dome, like solid dome that's shimmering, and we walk through a door.
No, it's like an energy thing.
Got it.
Like you literally step through it. And after a couple minutes of you guys sort of like standing around looking offended, you know, this guard sort of approaches from over here and says, who are you? We don't get visitors
Were you
around
not
here.
notified of our arrival?
Listen, I'm an old dad, and this is my
We're
lovely.
expected. Did
My
the
lovely
messenger
lady.
arrive?
We didn't hear anything.
Oh, this is most inconvenient.
Our purchase are definitely not be the same unless we are treated with more respect.
It's all right. I'll go get somebody who can
Yeah,
deal with it.
go on, go.
Hurry along.
He heads out.
Good enough. Isn't good enough.
He heads out. Sort
This
of
is
in a
going quite
whisper.
well. I am very scared that the dome is gonna impair any magic we use.
Shut up.
I quietly cast Shillelagh on my
Bodyguard.
staff to see if it works.
comes back with this fellow. It works. Your staff is shillelated. He comes back with this fellow, and this guy looks sort of like he has a very sort of neat, tunic on, and his hair is like sort of black and long and sort of slicked back. He's got a very fancy looking sort of longsword on his belt there. And just like nice boots, and he looks like he's sort of in charge, like he looks like an in charge kind of person.
Yeah, I got to meet somebody of higher social position, so are we gonna be treated here right or not, or should we go elsewhere for our purchase?
Yeah, he smiles at you, sort of a charming, sort of smile, and says, no need to head anywhere else, of course. Merely a clerical error that we weren't notified of your arrival, Mr.
Verstad. I am Lord Verstad, and this is Lady Verstad.
Lady Verstad.
Did you just steal your boy's character's name for your fake name?
Yes. I did that 100% unknowingly.
Okay, well, all right.
Because you
It sounds
sensed the
posh.
class. You knew.
So, okay, so he offers his hand to you, like in a handshake, and he says, Gabriel Franken of the Franken Mining Company.
I'll give him like the world's limpest lady handshake. Oh, pleased to meet you.
I will shake his hand quite like wimpy as any noble would. Good night.
His handshake is firm and very manly.
Is your mining company assembled from dead pieces of other mining companies?
Quiet now.
Franken,
It's okay.
with an E.
Yeah, mind them, we've hired them at the trading post. It still should be broken, the bodyguard business.
So,
Anyway, yes.
what can we do for you here at the site? Usually this isn't where where we'd be selling from, and I'd like to know who told you that this was out here. And why you came all the way out here.
Well,
We like to see all the sort of like with all the steps of production. We like to make sure that we're buying a decent product.
yes,
a
my
well-made product.
lady here is quite curious, and when a lady says she wants something, there's no real way around it. So
Yes, I
we
like to see all the
assembled
steps in production.
a group, and we came here because you wanted.
Of course, of course.
What I
You're
want
going to
I
have
want.
to forgive me, but I'm gonna need proof of that you are who you say you are. This
Oh,
isn't
of
exactly
course,
a,
of course. I take out my signet ring and I give it to him.
He takes it from you and he looks it over. He hands it back to you. Had to make sure,
No, FYI, that's a signet ring of a long dead noble family from I don't know the fuck where that I found in the
That's-
city.
That's fine. Doesn't matter.
He doesn't know. He's just like,
Great thing to
That's-
tell the DM after that.
He
Great.
doesn't know. And he says, so what, you want to see the operation, I suppose?
Yes, I'd love a guided tour. Actually, I find this sort of thing fascinating. A cup of tea would come in lovely as well. It's been quite a long
Oh
walk.
yes, yes, a cup of tea, definitely for my parched throat. Then some ale for my employees.
Well, we don't really offer tea here. We're
Well,
kind of
yeah.
far out into the Badlands for that,
You
but
have
we've
wine?
definitely got ale and water.
What about wine? Do you
Um,
have a nice wine? It's so hot out here.
Again, not really out here in the Badlands.
The water will be okay. It's better than the ale.
Will it be
all right.
boiled? Will they boil it? Will you make sure you boil it first?
Fine. All right, follow with me. And the guard and the guard goes back to his spot at the door here, and Gabriel sort of leads you to this door over here.
We start moving to where he
Yeah,
is
I
going.
just wanna say, all right. Not only does he have hair similar to mine, his name is Gabriel, and my name is.
Is it really?
Yes.
I made this character before I even knew you. Were
Yeah,
like,
no, hey.
this.
Yeah. No, it's just funny.
So there's a chance I may be sticking a knife in your face at some point in the near future.
Apparently.
I'm going to stick close to Matt.
I'm gonna whisper as we move. Okay, it seems as this guy is in charge. Let's see how many they have here.
Yes. Don't talk, dear. Don't talk. Just Enjoy this.
If you guys want to be able to see, you probably want to be able to move your tokens.
Yeah, I moved my token.
So he steps through the door, and you guys
Good
are
side.
welcome to do so as well.
She didn't
are
know.
people not casting light?
Yeah, you need to give us like light. Only one of us has light, and I
Hang on,
think
I'm on
that's Justin.
Oh god, I can't see my character.
I am a source of illumination. So.
I can't see my character because she's in the dark.
Hang on, I got you.
Okay.
I kind of look at back at Gregor and I smile at seeing only 6 of them here. Kind of nod my head. How well are they equipped? Do we see like full-on armor and weapons, and do they look
There we
like
go.
wizard adventurers?
Can you guys all see now? Am I missing anyone?
Yeah, we're seeing. We'll see. I think.
Okay. Well, you are just one of us. So can I have confirmation?
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I
All-
already
all-
said.
So, all players have see light. Literally, not everybody is emitting it, but they can see.
Actually, they're all emitting it now.
That's cool.
I just changed it.
Right.
I am definitely emitting light. I'm moving myself back and forth up to the threshold.
Okay, cool. All right, so you guys can all see. Go. Looking around at the guys in here, you can see that most of them are sort of like, they look like, they got nasty looking knives at their belts, and some of them got swords and various other things. They're wearing sort of like rough leather armor, that kind of thing.
This is good.
But they look like they're sort of on their off time, like, leaning back, sort of like drinking from cups of ale on the table and so forth, joking with each other, playing cards, that kind of thing.
Rough armor, not good equipment. This is good. Okay.
And this guy moves over. Gabriel moves over to the bar near these other two, and speaks over to the bartender, and is like, "Jeb, get these fine ladies and gentlemen some water, and then ale for some of you. What's the
Ale for the dwarf, the fiefling, and the human. The other
Matthew,
human.
get me a barrel. Give me a barrel.
The dwarf over on here, as you would well know, they drink a lot, so a barrel,
a barrel?
maybe a small
All right.
keg at first.
Fair enough. Right, Jeb, you think you can handle that? And the guy behind the counter's like, "Yes, boss, I got it covered." And turns around to like pour out some water into some glasses and get some ale into some tankards and a small keg for the dwarf, and sort of like lays them on the counter once he's done. It's like Gabriel waves his hand towards the bar, like, "Take what you want,
Take some water. Is this
Apologies for making you wait."
No matter.
No problem.
My good man.
Well, we'll sit down and talk business.
This is like a part of this is like he's supposed to be good at this because this is like some racial like things, but he's never actually used that. So he's so focused on like looking intimidating and angry that like when he's drinking, he just can't like show enjoyment. He's just like like chugging the ale down.
Perfect for a bodyguard.
I hold the cup that the water's in, but I don't drink it.
Yeah, I'll just be there like, "Is this boiled? Has this been boiled?"
The bartender speaks up. He's like, "I can assure you, my lady, it is the finest water you can get out here in the Badlands."
But has it been boiled?
I will take Gabriel
No.
aside. Just grab Gabriel aside. So I was interested in
Put my
talking
water aside.
some business with you, only us between men. And I'm gonna wink at Finn.
All right. What?
I'll take him to a table somewhere.
Okay.
And
So, like, over here or something.
yeah, so that's a very interesting business. I didn't really know about it until a friend mentioned it to us. Nonetheless, I'm really curious how you made this happen. I haven't heard of any. Well, you're kind of the first venture I've heard about in the Badlands over on here. That's why my wife was so interested in visiting you.
We have what I like to call a team of experts who deal with all things magical and smithing related when it comes to creating our weaponry.
Dwarven mages?
Oh no, far better.
Care to share? I'm definitely be willing to pay for the information if that's what you're looking for. I'm just curious.
I can certainly introduce you.
Oh, that will be a pleasure.
Right, well...
At this point, I'll sort of insinuate with something like, oh, I'd love to meet them. I do love meeting craftsmen. Salt of the earth they are.
Oh, that's right, reverse chat for you. Always poking her nose, whatever she...
Quiet now, dear. Quiet.
Yes, dear, yes.
Okay. Remember,
right, well, we can...
dowry, you would never be... Anyway, yes.
Right, well, we can go and introduce ourselves, certainly. Hang on. I'll just make sure they're not in the middle of anything. And he sort of gets up and heads towards the door. He's like, "You follow with me. You know, we'll have to lead you around the complex a little bit, but
I motion at the others. Come on, move.
I'm just gonna very quietly whisper to Matthew, sort of like, so when we get him in a quiet area, do we kill him or what?
I shake my head. Let's meet these guys first. It seems like he's not actually in charge. Let's meet the head of the snake first.
Okay. I'm just gonna keep a little smile plastered on my face, just be like, oh, this is lovely.
I'm getting you enjoying it, my lady. And by the way, is everybody else coming with us? Because I did this.
Yeah, you guys can do you know, if you want to tour the place on your own, feel free to do so.
Unless otherwise noted.
Don't let Chuky monopolize this.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm asking.
Fucking jump in, do stuff. You know, like
I can't. I'm a fucking bodyguard.
I want to.
Not my body, bitch.
Just because you're a bodyguard doesn't mean you have to hang around. You know, like.
Yeah, go do whatever. I'm just.
The deception is over. You can just like go and say whatever you want. You know.
Have you guys gone off on your own?
I've made like the sign to come with, but you can do whatever you want unless you don't want to come with.
Basically, Gabriel is gonna lead Chuky and Fuzzy's characters around on a tour.
I would like to have a bodyguard with me at this point, so I'm just gonna be like.
Yeah, Gregor's gonna stick with Matt. He's supposed to be the bodyguard. He's playing the role.
I'm gonna sit at the table with one of the.
Good idea. Good idea.
I'm gonna have a little chit chat.
I'm gonna go across into the building across the way.
The building across the way. Okay. All right. So I'll deal with you in a sec, Chuky. I'm gonna do the others first. Okay. So we'll start with your boy. Your boy. As soon as Velstad goes through the door to enter the other room, he can see a bunch of sort of guys training on training dummies with like various weapons and like archery targets and so forth. And there's one fellow in the middle of the room with what can only be described as the biggest crossbow you've ever fucking seen, like in terms of like for a medium-sized person to be holding, like for a human to be holding. And he's yelling stuff at the archers like, straighten up your arm, you know, like make sure you're looking down the sight, you know, like that kind of shit, like sergeant shit. I'm not very good at it, but you know, that kind of thing.
Nice crossbow.
He turns around, sees you, somebody unfamiliar, and
it's very large.
he pats it, you know, and he goes, gets the job done.
I recently came in here with a party. Would you mind if I go test on a dummy over there?
No, of course. The nobles will be talking their heads off about something or the other. You can spend your time however you want in here.
Oh, you don't even know. I'm gonna go over to start smacking on the dummy.
It's just like got your flail out.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. All right, Clem. So you sit down at the table with these two guys, or you were there. Okay.
Oh, this table. Wait. Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Right.
I don't know how I moved.
Okay, so you sit down at this table with these two guys, and they're playing like a game of cards when you sit down, and one of them looks up, and okay, one's a human, one's a halfling, and the halfling looks up and he goes, "You want me to deal you in?" He says as he's like shuffling the deck after just like a losing hand. It looks like they've all like passed the cards back.
What are we playing?
Clown's gonna lose all his money.
It's poker. Atlas rules.
And what would that entail?
6s are 10s and 7s are wild.
Let's do it. Deal me in. I'm in. Is there anything you want me to put in here? Give you a little gold piece if you.
Yeah, there's like a little pile of gold in the middle.
Yep.
You know, like where they've been gambling.
Throw a little gold piece in there.
So you know, he just like sort of takes the cards and sort of flips them towards everybody in a very sort of like deft motion. This guy's clearly very dexterous. You know.
So, so what do you guys do here?
Well, we mostly oversee. The halfling starts talking. He's like, well, I mostly oversee, you know, various contracts with some of our less reputable vendors. And then as soon as he starts like saying stuff like this, the human's like, shut the hell up, you know, like he's not supposed to know this job. Guy goes like, look, I'm just trying to make conversation. The guy, well, what harm is there in telling him some stuff about what we? No, fucking be quiet. Just play cards. You know. Like,
I'm gonna lean over to the halfling and so something like a bounty hunter or no, like collecting like a tax collector? Would you say?
That's more like guard work, combined with a little bit of like merchant style stuff, and you can see them like sort of flipping cards in the middle right now as they're talking, you know, and it's like some of them are like groaning, grumbling, and you know, folding, and there's like a couple more guys that I have on the map there, but these guys are the ones you're interacting with. And the halfling looks at his cards and then he goes, this place is pretty well secure, and we get paid pretty well to secure it. He says, pointing at the gold, like in the center of the table.
Looks like they really take care of you here.
Yeah, it's not a bad job.
Kind of business that's going around here must be earning some very good gold then.
Oh, there's definitely people always in the market for the better weapons. You know, you got something, you can build a better sword, then people are gonna want that better sword. And
what exactly is a better sword?
Well, we get some rare materials in the earth out here in the Badlands. I don't know the details so much as I just know it's really effective. And he sort of like draws, he like puts his cards down, sort of draws a little knife at it, like just slightly out of the hilt at his belt, and you can see it's sort of like bright steel with like these black flecks in it. And he like puts it away. Even got some for myself. It's so good.
So it looks fancy, but what does it do? What makes it so different compared to any other weapon out there?
Well, see, there's the trick. You ever seen what a lot of this black stuff can do to like untreated metal and untreated, you know, not specifically forged to withstand it, sort of armor and stuff? It just goes right through it. It's not even a problem.
Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. All right, let's play.
And yeah, they just sort of play a game of cards with you guys.
Wow, Bjorn, good fucking job, dude. That's a lot of fucking info.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you guys with it in a minute.
So meanwhile,
hopefully, if we survive.
Meanwhile, Gabriel's leading Matt, Gregor, and Finn into this building here.
One
so
second,
let
me get my. Here we go. As we go on, I kind of whisper to Finn. Guarded building, front door. Seems like we're going in the right place.
Finn, you probably want to move your token just.
Yeah, I know, right?
Not inside yet.
Oh, it's casting the light. Okay. All right. So anyway, he goes inside and makes his way to the back here, where you can see there's a girl. There's a girl behind a sort of a table full of sort of alchemical looking tools. And also to your left, there's a dwarven girl manning like what looks like a shop stand. Like, you know, like a cash register, basically.
No, so we're going in front because we're meeting the girl. So we're kind of like motioning Gregor and Finn towards me. Like, let's go in front, we're meeting somebody. We're not buying yet.
based on the token, does she say senpai every time you come over to?
Totes does. I literally had to just find a token I could throw.
I'm not blaming you. I'm always gonna make jokes about that stuff. Don't worry.
Yeah. Senpai. Okay.
I say, Gabriel, is this the specialist that you wanted us to meet?
She looks up at Gabriel when you guys arrive, and she's clearly in the middle of something. Like, she's got the table sort of all laid out, and there's like all kinds of glassware, you know, and like mixing bowls and like all kinds of stuff, and like blocks of like ingots of steel, you know, all sorts of things like on there. And you know, there's this green concoction sort of bubbling to her right, and there's like a black one sort of congealing to her left. And she's like looking over all this stuff. She looks up and she goes, "What do you want now? I'm kind of in the middle of something." And Gabriel says, "Oh, we've got customers." Sort of motions to you guys to like speak to her if you want to.
Right, because I have like poisoning or whatever.
He does say like Amelia's the best in the business, you know, introducing her.
There's a business besides you guys? Well, that's impressive.
Amelia speaks up.
Because
he
I have
is the business of alchemical purity and distillation and just
well, you talk to my wife. She is quite interested in these type of things.
Right, because I have poison kit and stuff, can I at all work out any of what she's doing? Because I like, you know, I can like make poisons and shit.
You can certainly try.
Okay, what do I have to roll?
Perception or something? I don't know how you skill
perception.
poison use, I guess, or craft alchemy.
Oh god, I don't even know what I'd roll for alchemy.
I kind of start inspecting the weapons on the table, but only using it as an excuse to talk to Gregor a bit.
All of them seem to have that same like black marking that I was mentioning to
I'll just do perception. I'll just do
Bjorn.
perception because like
You're just gonna do perception, okay?
Yeah.
In that like it's whatever weapon it usually.
Yeah, 15.
Okay. In that it's whatever weapon it usually would be, and there's sort of these black like lines in it, you know, like not super obvious in some of them, and then really, really thick in others, sort of thing. Like
okay,
Are any of them? Are there any quarterstaffs?
there's nothing that's made of wood, only of metal.
I look at Gregor and I say, I kind of whisper to him as I'm looking at the weapons. I think tonight, at a party, take her out, Irvin way. Then Gabriel.
But she seems so nice.
Fuzzy, by the way, you notice, of course, that some of this stuff is recognizable. I mean, there's some stuff that's like extremely toxic stuff that if you like spilt it on your hands, you'd probably die. You know, that kind of thing. And of course, there's like pretty much exactly that black goo you've seen before from the Badlands. Like,
is she wearing like gloves and stuff? By the way, is she?
She is. She has like these like brown leather gloves on, basically, as she's doing all this.
So I'm gonna look at these and say,
like,
do you have
Fascinating.
So can you explain to us exactly what this black thingy does? For somebody that has bodyguards, I want to understand what the efficiency of something like this would bring to my men and any side effects.
You're talking to Gregor, right?
No, I'm talking to her right now. Like, as I'm inspecting
the
weapons and kind of.
Amelia basically goes and looks at Gregor as if she's like not sure if she's supposed to say anything.
Gregor or Gabriel?
That's what I mean.
I look at Gregor and I kind of like small wink at him. Go away, Gregor. I'll call you later if I have need of you.
And yeah, it's Gabriel. I kept saying Gregor, but
Stand. Oh, you meant Gabriel.
I did mean Gabriel.
Okay.
So looks at Gabriel to see. Sorry about that. If there's anything that she should say, and he sort of like gives her a nod, and she goes, basically, it'll cut through anything that doesn't have any of it in it. To put it simply.
Doesn't have what?
Any of the material in it. It makes perfect sense to me. Yes.
Anything that has not been treated for the specific material, it will slice right through it.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
Well, I'm definitely interested in buying some of these. What's I'm gonna pick out a short sword from the table. What's the price these go on? Neal mic it.
Careful with that, dear. You don't want to cut yourself with it.
Gabriel says,
You know how you are with weapons. You're awful.
well, they
with-
are very rare at this point in time. We are, as far as I'm aware, the only people who make these things. A sword like that, probably 30 gold just for the sword itself.
Acceptable. Well, look around.
It's like a short sword. It's probably the cheapest thing you could find other than like a little knife.
Yeah, I know. I look around. I say, do you have arrows? Have you made any steel arrows to do this?
Arrow tips, certainly. But the wood doesn't treat very well, so they don't last very long. Sadly, we haven't quite been able to fix that problem.
Well, surely it's only the arrowhead you need to be treated anyway. I mean, the shaft is like, it's just a delivery mechanism.
Yes, though there is a certain permeation that occurs with, yeah.
You know what? I will try and find a warhammer. So you find any warhammer that's made like this, and this pile of weapons. And I'm going to also try and find this arrows. And I say, as an offer of good faith, how much would these be total?
The warhammer and a couple of arrows?
Like 20 arrows, maybe 30 arrows.
You know what? Since you're probably going to be buying a little more in bulk, as I was let.
Oh, yes.
Of course. I was just going to pay for these just in offer of good faith too.
I'll give you them for 90 gold.
Sounds completely acceptable. I take
Pay
out
the man,
like
dear.
I
Pay the
take
man.
out like this whole pouch of 100 gold without even counting it. I throw it to him.
Takes it, sort of weighs it, looks inside, you know, all the checks, and is like, we'll have it counted out later. And he walks over to the woman sort of down here at the counter, the dwarven woman, and hands the coin pouch over to her on the counter. And she sort of like tips it out and starts like, you know, counting the coins up.
Okay. So we'll take some rest for tonight. It's been a long day, and I think we'll talk tomorrow more about the exact purchase and exactly the numbers and so on. Definitely got my interest.
Oh, and here I've only introduced you to one half of our team.
Oh, yes, of course. Please do
Oh,
introduce
sorry.
your
I was
charming companion.
thinking this is all of it.
Shush, dear.
No, this is Amelia's good, but she's the alchemical side of our concoction. You've yet to meet our smiths.
Oh,
And,
please.
The you know, Amelia's already sort of like stopped listening. She's already busy with like back with her table, sort of checking things out, so on. So she sort of just gives a cursory nod and
Bye, my dear. Nice to meet you.
you know, assumes you're leaving at this point. What about Velstad and Bjorn? How are you guys doing?
Can I roll?
Of course. What are you rolling?
I'm gonna roll an attack on the dummy, and it'll only matter if I crit. So,
Okay.
so
Well,
yeah,
It could also matter if you roll a 1.
yeah, that too, exactly, yeah. 1d20 plus 4. Fuck. Okay, so I'm just smacking it.
You're
I'm just
smacking-
smacking it, and you know, I'm kind of paying attention to what's going on in the room, like listening for anything specifically.
Yeah, these guys are basically like, you can tell they're like the guards, you know, like they're like the guys who probably run caravans from here to other places and so on. You hear a lot of talk about like, you know, they won't give you any quarter out there in the Badlands, those savages, you know, like you got to be ready for them. You hesitate for 1 second and you'll get a spear through the eye. That kind of stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna like, you know, pretend to be really exhausted, just like, you know, just, you know, so it doesn't seem like I was just trying to listen in on anything. I'm gonna go up and be like, thanks for letting me use that, man. Seems like you're training these guys well. And then I'm gonna go over to the tavern again.
Okay, so you're going over to the tavern where Bjorn's at. Bjorn, what are you up to?
So the card game. Is there anything to roll to win this? Because I know the game kind of went on. So.
I mean, it's mostly luck, but if you want to try and like cheat, then you could roll. Otherwise, it'll just be like a flat d20 to see if you get good hands, sort of thing. Is what I would say.
I'll flat d20 for that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm not a cheater. Oh, fuck me.
You're just slightly under what you've put in, basically. You know, like you're like a gold behind sort of thing.
Okay.
And everybody around the table seems happy about this because you just wandered in from the blue, you know, and you're basically giving them money. So they're like, oh, better luck next time, man. Yeah, better luck next time. You know, like all that stuff.
I'm gonna get up and actually. Once I get up, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the other table as well because I would like to get to know a few of these people and figure out what they're all doing or if they are all doing the same kind of work. So yeah, I'm gonna go sit over here and what's up, fellas? So how's it going?
Okay, so they've got sort of like there's like a paper that they're reading, and as you approach and sit down, they look up from it and they go. Not much, just making the checklist for the mine shaft. Had some collapses on the last smaller quadrants. Nothing major, but just a bit of rubble and stuff. This is sort of and he sort of like pushes the paper over towards you, and you can see it's sort of like a map layout of the like mine complex, or like where they would be getting this ore from, or this corruption, you know.
Yeah.
Says there's something up here, and he like taps like the northern sector of the mine that makes all the pathways collapse. You know, like it doesn't matter how much we dig that way. There's like too much of that corruption just hanging onto the dirt, and just drags it down. I don't know. We can't even get that much out. We're taking it by the barrel full, and it's just not enough to salvage.
Right, it seems you guys have your hands busy. I'm gonna head out, but I'm gonna go and find Finn. I'm gonna head out right now and go find Finn because if there's anybody who's gonna get their little hands on that little map, I mean, it might not serve us well, but it's good to know just in case.
True enough.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna exit with my barrel.
I'm guessing that we all kind of exit the rooms at the same time. Like Gabriel takes us out to meet the Smiths, and he exits out while Gabriel comes as well. Oh, yeah. By Gabriel, I mean, boy.
You cannot call me Gabriel with a Gabriel in the game. I will not hear you.
Sorry.
I literally had to tune myself out so that I wasn't every time like Gabriel was mentioned. I was like, huh? Like.
No, I'm guessing like all kind of meet outside.
Basically, all of you sort of end up in the courtyard at the same time. Like just by coincidence, you're all sort of leaving and entering and arriving all at the same point.
So guys, I was just in there talking to one of the guards. They have a map.
So Gabriel, where's those Smiths? I think my wife here will stand a bit with Bjorn, Gregor and me are gonna meet the Smiths.
Of course, the forges can be a little off.
Go on, talk with Bjorn. We'll go to the forges, and we'll meet you later.
You'll hear about this later, dearest.
Mr. Brightflame, would you care to join us?
What is it about?
No, no, I'm on my way to the bar.
Okay.
Just trying too hard. Just trying too hard to keep like a tough bodyguard voice.
as Gabriel moves around and Gregor is behind him, I kind of like give 15.
Would you like a throat? I'm gonna
give 15 arrows to Finn, and give the warhammer to Bjorn.
Only 15. What? Didn't you buy 30?
Yeah, but I'm using the other 15. I do have a short bow myself.
Okay.
I'm literally just keeping them because I'm thinking maybe my magic is not gonna work.
So you just got a warhammer with this black stuff handed to you, Bjorn, as well.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm gonna just touch it.
Go back.
Like
you're like poking it with like a bare finger.
So I
don't. There's no bare. I literally put it in your hands. Like you extend your hands for me to give you something. I put it in your hands and I go.
Yeah, but that's different than touching the head of the warhammer where this stuff is.
If I see Bjorn about to touch the head of the wall, I'm gonna fucking slap his hand and just be like, no.
Okay, what about my tongue? What about?
No.
That's karma, bitch.
You fucking bitch slaps if you try and do anything stupid. I'm gonna be like, it's very dangerous. I really-
Use it only to smash people.
Okay,
I will keep it.
So, Chucky and Justin, you guys are with Gabriel?
Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
So Gabriel sort of leads you around this building here. And there's a building in the back here where you can see, like, off of this building, there's like the big smokestack, basically. And there's like this black billowing thick smoke that's coming out. And he sort of pushes the door open and enters. And you can see
fuck.
you can see working at the forges are two monstrously large ogres. And these guys are identical. They're like exactly the same person almost.
Twin
They're
ogres.
twin ogres, yeah.
Twingers.
Twogers.
Twogers, even better.
Twogers. As Gabriel enters, the two of them sort of look up from what they're doing. You see just that last like blank as the one over by the anvil like hits sort of a red hot, piece of metal. As he looks up, the sparks sort of fly in every direction. The guy on the other side is like putting stuff on the rack, to like move into the store later. And they both look over at Gabriel, and the one on the anvil goes, "What?" And Gabriel goes, "These two behind me are new customers, of course." And the one by the rack, the one by the rack goes, "Ugh. What you want with us then?
The good accent.
And he's talking to you guys.
Oh,
Like,
just wanted to meet the operation, interested in how things worked. So, you guys are the Smiths, I am to understand.
the one by the anvil speaks. Yeah.
That's impressive. I
We
haven't seen ogres for a very long time. Didn't know that you guys are still out here.
have a small family.
Okay, well, it was nice meeting you.
I understand you're having trouble infusing the corruption into wood.
Can't hit wood. Break too easy.
Have you considered making wooden weapons that have a metal core drilled through them that is treated so that it's easier to touch?
What?
You're muted, Justin. Just
Muted,
went
Justin.
mid-sentence muting.
No, I'm not muted. I get a piece of wood and I drill a hole in it, and I'm like, just imagine a shaft of metal like through there.
Why are you giving them ideas?
Because he wants a staff.
It would have to be really. It would have to be.
One of them looks at you guys, and while you're saying this, and like while you're drilling and stuff, like to show them like sort of what you mean. They're both looking at you with like that sort of like stupid cunning, like. And of course, as you finish and you're like addressing one of them, he takes the time to sort of like put his thick ogre pinky in his ear and just like flick it away. And he goes, "Yeah, could work."
Well, Gregor, if you're done, Gabriel, is this it? Is this your whole compound?
He turns and says, "Anybody you want to meet? Yeah, this is it. I mean, these two are professionals." You look, and as he says professionals, the one by the rack is like literally like knuckle deep in his nose, in his index finger.
Well, I think I'd enjoy a drink back at the tavern. Wouldn't you, Gregor, Bjorn?
Clam, you're muted.
I'm muted, yeah.
Let's do it. I can drink for days.
Okay, so we'll talk about business more tomorrow after we take a rest. I'm sure that my lady is deeply impressed with you. You have quite good customers in us. I smile and I put like pat
I'm
him
glad
on the
to hear that. I'll be awaiting your order.
Okay, let's go, man. Let's go have some drinks. As we go out, if Gabriel is not right behind us, I'll be like, fuck.
Oh, we could take him. Don't even worry about it.
Let's go have a drink.
Gabriel doesn't follow you immediately. He's clearly talking to the ogres for some.
So I'm
for some
gonna
time.
try and get the whole party at the table if we can.
Okay. Well,
I'll be
I know
there.
that
I'll be there.
I know that
Dainty
Velstad is or Verstad is already there.
Yeah.
I've been
I'll-
drinking at the bar.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll be daintily sipping a small mug of ale. because I'm not
still
touching
keeping
my-
like the smug face. I'm gonna talk with a lower voice, as only the people around me to hear. So we have an alchemist, most likely a mage of some kind. Two
Yes.
gigantic ogres and
Wait, what?
yes,
I'm gonna cough really loudly.
easily. I'm speaking very easily. I don't know. Two gigantic ogres that are acting as the smiths. Twins actually. Yeah, delighted. I see only
And
the people
random
around.
assorted guards, right? So we have like 20-ish
Maybe
human,
something like that.
gnome, whatever race guards.
My
I-
approach to this
I-
is I think we should take out the mage first. He
No.
seems. Go on. Go on.
I have a plan. The mage has an awful lot of poisonous stuff that she's working with. Or the alchemist, I should say.
Hey, can I roll perception to see if I hear them?
Of course.
We're at the same table.
No, I'm at the bar.
This is the bar.
Oh, right, okay.
Oh no,
But yes,
I'm literally speaking very well. Like only the people around me can hear.
That's why I need to roll perception
Yeah,
to see
roll
if I hear. It's -2. It's gonna be a botch. No, 7. Okay,
Yeah, you can't hear him.
Good.
Okay. Yes. The
that's what I wanted to hear.
Fuck. Okay. Yeah. So I'll just be there going like, okay, yes. The alchemist has some extremely deadly things.
Who saw the ogres?
me,
Bjorn,
Bjorn, and Gregor.
me, and yeah.
You guys would note that they are working with molten hot metal, and they are not wearing any protective gear.
But yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Man,
I'm
definitely
just gonna-
mentioning.
So it would be terrible if some of that were to somehow get into the ale caves in this place, would it not?
That's a very
Some of
good
these deadly
point.
poisons.
Yes, Finn. It would be terrible if all the ale was to be poisoned.
We'll buy
do
you a
that.
barrel of your own before we do it.
Right.
I will take
Your
that.
ale. Right. Shh. Bjorn,
That's
calm now. Calm now. We have to stay in character, remember? Now. Fun. In several of the, I'll leave you a keg, especially to one side. One of the ones at the back, they won't get to look. We'll save you a keg. It'll be fine. Yes. But I think the tapped keg will have a terrible accident. Okay. Tonight.
Okay, Finn.
So
Sounds marvelous.
we will need to talk about business tomorrow. I was hoping to finish up today. If we want to do this,
Yes.
let's do it today. I think.
Well, I'll need to do this under cover of darkness, I think, when everybody's gone to bed. Or most people have gone to bed. Because I don't think that I can particularly get away with sneaking in there, sticking some poison, putting it in the ale keg, and sneaking
Well,
away again.
there were no guards inside. Only the dwarfish girl there. If all of us go and just talk to her.
And how do we do the bar? No, I'll do it, it's fine. But we have to wait until nighttime when everybody's asleep.
Well, can you guys fork over the gold you had from the last deal? I need to present something tomorrow. If I have like 90 gold left.
Will I get it back?
Yes.
Until the people-
That the 100 that I gave back, we'll all have it back. I bought you that warhammer simply because it seems like it's extremely effective, and maybe an edge in this battle, but we're definitely burning that weapon afterwards.
Well, I'm gonna hand Matthew a little bag of.
God, I don't even know how much gold I've got. I've got
like
quite a lot
48
of gold. Yeah.
You have 200 or 300 and something.
Oh yeah,
by
my
the
bad.
Bjorn.
Oh yeah, my bad. Sorry.
But you can give me whatever you want.
Wow. All right. I'm gonna give you 200. That's it.
100.
200.
Okay. I'm gonna write it on a separate sheet.
Oh,
I even
much
have it
gold
written
do I
down.
even have? Okay.
Yeah, because you got 248 from the last thing, all of you.
I've actually lost count, so I'm just gonna. I've got at least 300 gold.
You have 248 plus 170 plus whatever you had before we started my month.
I didn't give you anything in the first week, in the first chapter.
Guys are
Almost.
So-
fucking rich.
I know, right? It's great being a rogue. So that's over 3. I'll give you 300.
Okay, cool. That's enough. That 500 is definitely enough to make this guy believe we're in here for the serious deal.
Okay, right, I'll sort of like I'll go fishing down my my gold storage area. Just be like,
Yeah, so this is enough. Yeah, this is enough. You know what? No, that's a bad idea. No, I'll make the deal tomorrow, and we can just spend another day here, maybe before we leave with our whole order. And in that night, in the second night, not tonight, second night, we can go on, take out the alchemist. If we do that, we'll most likely not have any alarm. There's only 2 people in that room.
oh wait, just go to bed, you idiot.
Sorry, what?
We'll wait until everybody has gone to sleep. Then I will post the outside.
Yes, tonight. And tomorrow, after the guards die, we need to take out the alchemist. She's gonna be a threat. The mages are definitely gonna be a threat.
Nobody asked anyone about the dome.
Nobody asked anybody
They'll all
about
be
the
dead.
dome,
Who
yeah.
cares? They'll all be dead. Who cares? Okay. Why don't I just go and assassinate her after I've poisoned the thing?
That's a good point. If you can do it, do it. Didn't
Wait.
think about that.
Well, they have grass, so the dome must prevent corruption somehow, or the grass would be dead. Probably should have asked how the dome does that, or yeah. Oops.
It's good for us anyway. If our magic works in it, we can kill people with it. It's cool.
Can we have a hotness check? A hotness check on the alchemist?
Sure,
I don't know. Can we? I think there needs to be a beer goggles modifier.
I'll give you a booty roll. That's what I do on my channel.
Well, we are on your channel, so it's only appropriate.
So it's a 2. So
Well, she dies then, I guess.
what about the dwarven shopkeep though? Like the money counter.
Senpai.
You want me to roll that one too?
Yeah, can you do that? That would be
It's a
cool.
9, so it's like.
No, she dies.
She dies. Yeah, she dies.
Okay.
Wow, that is wow.
That's so shallow.
That's
Oh my
really,
God.
Hey,
that's really harsh, but okay.
I'm sorry.
It's harsh but fair.
It is. It is.
You know what?
I mean,
Elle?
I
Do you
mean,
wanna- do you
I
wanna-
don't think you guys are gonna be allowed to kill that shopkeeper. We'll see.
We'll find out.
So
How are
do
you
want-
gonna
do you
know?
want
I'm
us
gonna be
to
sitting
do-
around doing this when everybody's asleep, man.
Do you want us to do anything else, or should we end here?
No, that's good for me. I was just waiting for you guys to sort of close up shop on your conversation. You know.
You know what though? Instead of
I've
killing
just been
the barmaid,
itching.
I could spend a night with the barmaid. Maybe talk. Maybe
Keep her
cuddle.
busy. Keep her busy.
Yeah, keep her real busy.
I remember you asking me for a romance, Clam, and then you're just gonna kill all the women you meet. Like I don't know. What
Jesus fuck.
If they're below a 10.
And you totally got shut down by the priestess.
Below a 10 out of
God.
20, like, right?
Yeah, I mean, a 10 out of 20 is asking for a lot, apparently, it seems, from a
I
dwarven
mean,
woman.
you know,
Well, let's do some.
drunken monk dwarves obviously getting all the hot ladies.
Let's do
And
some
like,
shout
and
outs.
the only woman in the group who just thinks you're a goddamn idiot. So you know,
Did you call me a monk?
Oh,
He's a barbarian.
he's a barbarian.
okay, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's still
A distracted elf is playing a monk whenever she's not DMing.
That's why you said
Yeah.
monk earlier. Oh, okay.
I play
That's
monk.
why.
Okay, so let's do some shoutouts, and then after this is not over, guys. In chat, we are doing a Q&A for about 13 minutes because we didn't manage to do it before, so we're doing it after.
Someone overslept.
Yeah, someone overslept. Wherever Justin is on the overlay.
Yeah, point at Justin.
I can point at myself really easily.
There we go. Okay, so let's do a shout out real fast, and then we'll go Q&A, and you can ask about last month's, because that's kind of what we're doing, or last month's. This month's adventure, I don't know, you can ask Elf about it, but she's not obliged, or maybe, yeah.
You can certainly ask me about what's happened in this game, and
and personal questions might not be answered.
Yeah, there's some stuff that can't be told.
Yeah,
and certainly ask whatever personal stuff, and we'll take it on a case-by-case basis. But basically, we're gonna have like a mini FAQ half-an-hour thing at the end.
Yeah, because we was promised it at the end of every story arc, but we haven't done it this one. So let's do some shout-outs. First, our guest, YaboiDequan. What's up?
What's up, guys? I'm your boy. I stream sometimes, and that's rare. But when I do, it's a pretty goddamn good time, actually. When I do stream, so for the that rare time that I am streaming, maybe come check out my channel. Yeah, it was really persuasive. You can feel it.
You can also see him. You can also see him.
Stare into the camera. The stare into the camera.
You can also see me on Chuky616's channel, for it has tentacles on Friday, probably when I'm gonna die. And yeah, anyways.
Okay, so that's it. Let's see, Violet or DIstractedelf.
Hi there. I'm DIstractedelf. This is my channel that you're on right now. I'm this month's GM. I'm doing stuff.
This month's sacrifice. Yeah.
I mean, if anything, you guys are all the sacrifices because I'm in charge. But I'm a variety streamer. I do lots of stuff, and I'm online every day except for Sundays and sometimes Saturdays when I'm LARPing. Pretty much it. I do tabletop stuff on my own here too, and I have wonderful little elf emotes you can see there, Kelnor.
They are rad.
Hi.
That's pretty much it for me.
Oh, I'm the Taco Man.
Hey. I'm Clamtaco. I stream. I'm a variety streamer. I like to think. Apparently, I'm a survival game streamer, but we'll all talk about that another time. Gonna be playing Ark and shit this week. Gonna be testing it out. Going in with an open mind. Not really gonna overhype, nor am I going to ruin it for myself. And just kind of go with it. We are opening up a server at the moment, but from what I've seen, there's quite a lot of people who have already beat me to the punch on it. But I have faith in myself to really push this goddamn server out there. And
you gotta tell me when that happens. I wanna play Ark with you.
You can, 100%. Yeah, score. And that's it.
It's out in 3 minutes, by the way, chat says.
Yeah.
Oh no!
I'm buying the goddamn game.
I'm gonna log in right as the swarm of. Oh god, this is gonna be bad. Okay, let's now we get to find out if their cheat system is as good as they said it was.
Good boy.
Anyway,
I can probably get you into the coalition server or something if you want.
Oh my god.
Mrs. Fricky.
Me?
Yes, you.
Okay. You said Fricky, and I was like, what? I'm FuzzyFreaks, variety streamer, coalition. Hopefully getting fucking decent internet by this weekend. In which case I will be absolutely going on a fucking just a gamesgasm of everything I've not been able to play and stream. It's going to be so good. It's going to be I'm going to be streaming everything.
As we said before,
and also it's.
Sorry, go on.
It's my 1 year streaming anniversary tomorrow.
You stream baby. You little stream baby. How are you? What? Oh,
I'm a grown stream woman. Thank you very much. You are.
Yeah, my year's in like a week or two too.
God, I've been 2 years of stream. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm close to 2 years.
You're an old stream lady. You're like a streamer.
I am. I'm like a
stream matron. You're the stream matron.
I don't want to be the stream matron.
it's like being like the grandma, It's kind
stream
of
matron has partnership, so
I mean
that's
yeah. We're just immensely jealous of you. It's just that bitch.
I'm so jealous of the fantastic level of follows you guys get. You guys are awesome.
And last but not least over on here, Justin Foster, aka Caviar Guest.
Hey guys, I'm Kevlar Guest on Twitch. I stream almost every day. Certainly like all the weekdays. I stream from 1 to 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I play a lot of Hearthstone. I play a few other games, mostly games that other people give me and tell me I should try out. Sometimes they're good and sometimes they're not. But we have a lot of fun on my chat. We talk about a lot of things. You should check out my chat. That's the point I'm getting at.
Poetry too.
Oh yes. Also, every 50 followers, there is a poem recited, and there's highlights of the past poems if you guys want to check that out.
He's a very good poem reciter. He did one on gems. It was pretty damn awesome.
Yes, I did. Oh, Captain, My Captain by Walt Whitman.
Okay, so guys, about myself, not much gonna be going on the channel because I currently have the sessions for some exams in this month, so only gonna be doing gems. It has tentacles, maybe shenanigans, not sure. Shenanigans is on twitch.tv/Koibu, my own channel. You can see down below, twitch.tv/Chuky616. There's simply just role-playing games at the moment, but we'll start next month, like in July. In July, yes, we're gonna start streaming a lot of games, streaming almost every day. It Has Tentacles is a show on Friday with Fuzzy and your boy and other couple awesome people. In the Call of Cthulhu 7th edition.
Goodbye.
Clarence Goodman, Private Eye.
George.
Abigail Krause. Shitty alcoholic librarian. Yay.
George, big oiled weapon.
Yeah. A man defined by his gun.
The Baker twins will eventually.
Justin and Clamtaco and
Pretty
Elf
soon.
are in the group
So
as well
big and
because
glistening.
there's a lot of people kind of changing around places and the guest spots. So yeah, a lot of stuff going on in the role-playing section. We will talk to you guys on Friday for It Has Tentacles. That's about it. And we're gonna do a Q&A just now. In 2-3 minutes we're gonna take a small break, and then we'll do the Q&A. So come up with some cool questions.
Think about your
and we'll see you
questions
there.
you want to ask us, because otherwise it won't
Ask
be a
me
very good
anything, I don't give a fuck.
Me
Yeah.
too.
And then we'll end early, and you don't want that, okay? Maybe.
Cry. We might actually cry.
Come up with good questions. Okay, see you guys in a couple of minutes. Hey there, guys, and welcome to the Q&A. So what's gonna happen here is we're gonna look in chat and we're gonna answer you guys' questions. If you're not coming up with good questions, we're just gonna bother people with our own questions.
Indeed.
So try and focus, if you can, your questions on what happened last month, but definitely you can ask about this month and personal questions, but this is mainly, the any question is gonna have priority.
Questions would be good, just any, you know.
Ask me anything, I don't give a shit.
Jupi Piles, there's not enough space in my room, there's literally this arm's length until here. I can't do any dance.
Yeah,
there's no space. And I think
I didn't see that until Chucky was like, "We're going back 3, 2, 1," or I would have done it for you, Droopy.
My bed is literally like right here. So.
Yeah.
I know that feel.
Same.
I have plenty of room, but I can't do the Gangnam thing.
You also don't use the bed too much. You sleep like 4 hours? What's
like
your weird sleep schedule that you just sleep 4 hours exactly and then you're okay?
Rude.
What?
What'd you say?
What?
That was
We all
rude.
covered each other's voices. Oh yeah, no, you were just calling her out, so I said rude because that's what you do.
Right. Okay, I like that. No, I do. Well, I mostly just end up sleeping on the sofa rather than bed as well because it's like closer, and I'm just there going, "Turn your computer off." I'm just gonna lie on the sofa.
Wargas got a question there.
Oh,
We have a
that's
real
yeah.
question.
So
That's a good one.
What sort of challenges do you face?
you know how I want to answer this? I want to answer this exactly in the DM order that we've gone. It's gonna be me, Justin, and because I feel like we can answer best to it because we've been the ones DMing after each other.
Do it.
I think the most difficulties I've had is simply just creating the world to be free enough for other people to be able to create in it. I've been accustomed to creating my own fantasy worlds, and I'm a big nerd about them. Like I also write. Yeah, I am. I bring in like a shit ton of details, and when I start something, I write everything down. Like I have all the details put down. Now in this case, I did the exact opposite of that. I just wanted a big idea of it, and just some couple of details so that the people can work in it. I don't know how well I've done that, but that has been my difficulty. Justin?
So the challenge. So actually, it wasn't that bad, to be perfectly honest. With rotating into an already existing world, Chucky left a lot of the details really vague. So any place that I was going to go to, and pretty much every place I went to is a place the party had never been before. So I didn't have to remember anything anyone else did. But like at that first session, getting rid of Gregor in a way that made sense was actually like really annoying. Because I ended up playing like 3 people who were having a conversation amongst themselves because they were all DM NPCs plus Gregor. So I think the challenge is just at the beginning and the end, rotating out the person. And if we ever revisit a place, that's going to be tough. But so far, it hasn't honestly been very difficult at all.
Oh god.
I think for me, the most difficult part was like, I got all the information I needed literally like yesterday. Because Justin didn't update the document until yesterday.
Look at that little face.
And I didn't know you hadn't updated the document because I just assumed that you had been doing it while you were doing it. So I assumed I had all the information. So I panicked when you were like, "Elf, I'll update the document whenever." And I'm like, "Well, I don't have all the things." And yeah, so there's that.
Other than the elves, I didn't have that many notes that really affected you. So
yeah, I mean, it's fine. It all worked out. So honestly, it's not that bad. I think that the thing that Justin said about like having to rotate a party member out and in, and like finding like a reasonable way that they would be where they're supposed to be to like get back into the party is like the most annoying thing. But other than that, it just provides everybody with a chance to have like both sides of the screen, which I think is nice.
I need to say one thing. The best thing about it is that I'm really looking forward to my turn to DM again, opening the document that only had 5 pages when I came in, to open it with 20,
it's a
30
lie.
pages.
Chucky's a liar. He wrote more than 10 pages.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. The idea is opening it up, with like the creative work of all these amazing people that I'm working with right now, and that would be the best part, I think.
My notes are very sparse now because of an error.
Fix that.
I am dreading DMing. I am dreading it.
So we're gonna do Kelnor's question first because that's D&D. And actually, no, Fuzzy, come on, just answer it. So would you rather go with music or video games?
I don't know.
That's a
if
that's cruel.
If you pick video
right?
games, do you have to play the video games on mute so you can't hear the video game music?
Yeah, like because like I'd probably end up playing an awful lot of GTA and fucking Necrodancer and shit because
music, yay!
Yeah. So I'd probably say I'd go without music just because video games have music in them anyway, and I could kind of get my fix that way. But that's like a hard question. That's a hard question. I love music. I listen to music all the fucking time. Anyway, yeah.
Okay, so question: how do you design a campaign to only run for 4 sessions? You get a small idea. You don't go big. You just
I think, I mean, to expand on that, Chuky.
Yeah.
We sort of have this overarching thing that's happening now with like Nathaniel the Dragon, right? That like came from Justin's campaign, and it's this good thing that's like sort of over it all. But what you want to design for as you become DM for like 4 or 5 sessions, you'll be DM, is like, what are you doing immediately with the party right now? And that overarching thing can continue to overarch over that. You know what I mean? Like, it's sort of like you just look for like the small chunks and you just like design a chunk. You know?
For example, just think about how much your party would take. Like when I designed my dungeon, I was like, okay, so they're gonna take the first week to actually get there, because I can just throw in an adventure on the like a fight on the caravan, whatever roleplay they do. You definitely improvise a lot. You never know exactly what your party will do, so be up for improvising. And that's why you always say that it might be 3 or to 5 weeks. You can never know if it's gonna take 1 week more or less. Usually it works out well because everybody in here is familiar with D&D and familiar with role-playing, but sometimes maybe the party slacks a bit behind. For example, in Tentacles, we're taking an extra week, whereas the same system where we only do like 4 weeks campaigns.
I think what's genius about what Joachim does, I mean, it's the idea that, you know, you start small, but he started small, but he had every path covered.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter where we went, he was prepared for it, and that led us in a way so that we could have finished the story by now, but we took our time to get there. So it was our fault for extending it a little bit. But
that's a good DM, simply because when you never know if the DM is either improvising or has actually prepared this, that's a good DM. What was next? Because there's another question.
Justin, how did you cope with Chuky ad-lib turning the temple power strap dragon? That was in my notes as a possibility. So
oh yeah, Justin, whenever Justin plans something, he has like 3 pages of possibility 1, 2, 3, 4, percentage to like 75% dragon is getting out. That's Justin.
Yeah.
And then we just go, Leroy Jenkins! And yeah.
So nothing, as creative as the party was on the spot, nothing that they did was something I had not anticipated as a possibility.
Finn, so like likelihood of Finn stealing something, 100%.
Yeah, it was pretty easy. It was interesting. Like when there was some fun stuff though. Like when Chuky thought I want to send them to some place safe, they literally went to the safe. Because the temple's not bright; it's very literal. So that's how Bjorn and Fuzzy ended up in the treasure chamber. You guess.
Wow, that's a good thing. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
Finn had no problem with that at all. It was safe, money, woo.
Yeah, because Matt's character was like, send them to someplace safe. Send them to someplace safe. So send them to the vault because it's the safest place in the temple.
Yeah.
If he thought other words, they would have gone someplace else. There were other possibilities. Some of them much worse.
For me, Derger, I mean, you guys are pretty established together, essentially through coalition, and you guys knew each other. I don't know. You guys will have to go into that.
Oh yeah.
I can safely tell you that the only reason we are streaming D&D together is because Chuky sent us all messages going, "Hey, do you want to stream some D&D with us?" It's literally Chuky, like just him doing all the work, and us just being like, "K," like that is.
And then your boy, I think, got in because I suggested Poultry, and then me and Poultry were both like, "Hey, your boy's fucking good, so we should grab him."
Yeah, sorry about that, Chuck talking to your roommate. So, what happened, exactly what DIstractedelf said. I spent about 2 months trying to find people, and...
Because I was just there going, who is this dude?
Yeah, I'm kind of just sending invitations to everybody, and...
And then it's just super organized, it's just so easy to do, because Chucky's just like, alright, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. He's just like,
yeah.
I'm for the right line, suits me.
And I got this amazing group together, and I've been working with Neal for some time, or Neal is usually the guy that prays instead of Yaboy, but Yaboy here is an amazing person that created his character without even knowing the system in 1.5 hours with me, so everybody just give him a hand. That's fucking impressive.
You did all the work, Chucky. Don't put this on me.
It doesn't matter.
You fucking role-played it. You were great.
You were great.
Yeah, that's easy.
To be dropped into something like an hour and a half before you have to play.
You know what?
You saw how stressed out I was. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't like I was.
The only thing
I got this, guys. It's all good.
The only thing that I hate about when some people come to me, simply, "Oh, you're hosting a D&D show. Can I join? This is a free spot. Neal's not there. I wanna play. Bring me in." You have no idea how hard it is to organize a game like this. Do not take it lightly. I'm talking to some people there that are sending me messages on Twitch. Stop. This is not... Okay. You got my idea.
Sin and Samsine pretty much had the same question, which is like... or no, I'm sorry. Sin and Wargath pretty much had the same question, which is like, what's your favorite part of tabletop? I guess I'll start. It's fine.
We'll go around the table, you know.
Yeah. I'm definitely a bigger fan of like the actual role playing. Combat's always fun, and you know, the world's always fun. But when you're in a situation where the nice thing about role playing in general is that you could talk your way around a role. If you aren't descriptive enough, you may just have to roll. But if you have a good enough reason why your character can do this without it, in a stressful situation, that rush of like having to be creative enough through your character to like avoid a dangerous situation is amazing. And that's probably for me my favorite.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, same. It's just I love the interaction between characters and stuff. It's amazing.
The social experience for me.
Yeah.
I love the role playing and the storytelling. Definitely, as a DM, the thing that I appreciate most is creating something and sharing it with other people. But if I had to say, the best thing is meeting people. Simply the talk we had before we even started Gems of Power, we just met on Skype and talked 1 hour. It was supposed to be 10 minutes of a meeting, and we just talked 5 minutes about scheduling and stuff, and then started me, Fuzzy, and Violet here talked for like 1 hour, just random shit, knowing each other. And that was amazing. I love the social aspect. I love the meeting. Clam, I've worked for long since we started Gems. I love your boy here, even though sometimes in character we hate each other, but
a lot of the time.
I have to.
Let's face it. Does anybody in It Has Tentacles actually like each other? We're all just like fucking.
I think Max.
I'm okay with Jack.
I think Max pretty much likes me.
Oh, Max. Yeah, Max is pretty cool with everyone.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I think for me, the most fun part is having like a simple idea for a character, and then making that character into a person. You know, like over time. I'm one of those people who doesn't tend to write down like a million things about a character as when I've made them, but they sort of become more of a person in my head as they continue to exist, you know? Like, I've had an awesome time playing Findera in this campaign because she just started as this like stupid little gnome character that like is just, and she's just like, she's a person now, you know? Like she has like you can tell what she's gonna do at any given time just because it's consistent now and it like makes sense sort of like if you know her, and that's cool. I like the idea of like playing somebody else, and that's always fun to just put myself in those positions.
I totally agree. I mean, that's pretty much Chucky got wrecked.
Yeah, sorry about that. Can you commit me
mean-
to post the link?
Oh, right.
That's the same reason why I love acting. Is like seeing a character like come to life.
My answer is not substantially different from everyone else's, but I'm gonna phrase it a little differently. My favorite part about tabletops is creating narratives.
Yeah.
So either as a DM or as a player, like finding reasons that you would do things and really trying to think about how another person would react to things. And I actually think that's one of the benefits of playing tabletops is that if you do it that way, it really increases empathy because it forces you to think from another person's perspective.
What about you, Clam?
Oh, this is a whole new experience for me. So
Which is why I want to know.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, my most favorite part is kind of like in the beginning. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, it hasn't evolved a huge amount. I'm gonna go in on the individual thing here, but the character in the beginning was very like distant from the group. Now it's more like I embrace the group, but newcomers are kind of not so much welcome because of that love for the group. But it's funny how your character can start off in some way and somehow just evolves over time as well with the environment and with the rest of the group. It's crazy. It's
Your door kicker.
Yeah, now I kick doors apparently, and I'm now really super drunk. Where in the beginning, I don't know.
You were kind of grimdark in the beginning, and now you're like sort of like, you know, you've definitely got like a comedy side to your character. And
yeah, I could enjoy a good time. You know, I like to. Yeah.
I really do like Bjorn, and I think for a first tabletop experience, like Clem, you're doing
amazing.
Amazing. Like,
Dude, the fact that like I saw it on your face that as soon as she said she's poisoning the ale, your character was like, "Oh, are you fucking kidding me?" That's why I was laughing so hard because, like, yeah, dude, like that's what playing is about, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. And that's the thing is how
I'm gonna poison some people.
No, you were fine about it, but you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just one of those things. It's so like incredible how everybody's character kind of evolves with each other, as well as, and also death. Even though it's like, you know, experiencing another group member's death is like one of the most saddest kind of things.
It's harrowing, right? Like it's legit harrowing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like no. Even though it was Koibu doing suicide by cop in protest.
Yeah.
So Fuzzy, what about you? What's your favorite part?
Yeah, just I love role playing. I love the like back and forth with people. I love that. I absolutely love it. And yeah, what Violet said as well about the just sort of like just the inhabiting the character sort of thing is you know, sort of like I love that. I love that. Not so much the dice rolls, although I do love getting a good dice roll. Just be like.
To switch gears a little bit, Lorvos asked a question: who can make the best goblin death noise? So we have to do goblin.
I
death
can't
noise
because my neck is destroyed. I've been sick the past 2 days.
Well, Chucky immediately loses then.
Yeah,
or wins depending on whether or not he wants to follow through.
I will ritually die. I will rupture my neck if I do it.
Isn't that kind of realistic then?
Yeah.
I don't know if I can hit the pitch for a goblin death.
Do it, you boy. I want to hear your goblin death noise.
I don't think I have the.
Let's hear it.
I was only getting air.
No, do it. Come on. Clam, let's hear your goblin death noise.
Oh shit, I'm on the spot.
Everyone, yeah. Oh, dude, that was on the spot. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, true. All right. I was gonna gargle it, but then I leaned too far forward, so it didn't really happen.
Yeah, someone just drowned a goblin.
in his own blood.
He didn't say how to die. So that's
I like it. Fuzzy, goblin death noise. Very violent death, like a battle axe or something.
Yeah, that's like battle axe's face or something.
Justin.
Oh really? That's higher pitched. I'm not prepared for this.
Hey, I just went for it and I can't hit that. Don't worry, you got this.
Le Petimo or what? Are we talking death by anyway?
All right, well I gotta do it now.
Sexy death, yeah.
Okay.
Is that the trick? You strangle yourself first?
Oh, actually, that works.
I gave him too much inspiration.
Yep.
Cheat.
So I have a question here from... Oh, by the way, we need to vote. Who was the best?
Yeah, your chat.
Oh, it's not a competition.
Yeah, it is.
Okay,
They're
so
all beautiful in their own way.
let me answer this because we don't have much time left. So, 2 years, a half to have a primary D&D. Do you have any suggestion for somebody who is familiar with the system and wants to start DMing on her own campaign? How do you keep organized and where do you start building up a story in a world? Asking the question to other people that I've seen, don't think about starting small or big, just start where you feel most familiar. Because when you start a world, you feel you have an idea of that world. The inspiration is to hit you about what this type of world is. After you have that, start where you feel familiar. For example, when I started with Iron, I was, okay, where do I start? Okay, I'm simply gonna start in the timeline. Where the fuck are we? What happened? Okay, rupture happened, cataclysmic events 1,000 years in the future after that. So start wherever you feel comfortable, and then go on and create races. So you need to know who's living, what's the general geography like. Are you on a giant peninsula or a giant continent, Pangea like continent, small islands over, Deadlands as we're doing now. Decide whatever you want there, and then just keep it open. I would say don't put in too many details. Now, Justin here would come and disagree with me until he wants all the details down there. He wants everything prepared.
Details are only good if they serve a purpose. So in my case, I've studied a lot of history. I've studied a lot of like economics and why things happen the way they did. So it's really easy for me to just like put things in there and just know how they work. If you haven't done that, then don't worry about it. It's not actually necessary.
I would say start where you feel comfortable and be organized as you feel comfortable.
Yeah, I honestly think it's just about inspiration, you know, like whatever you want to do is what you can do with a tabletop game. So 2 questions. I had a setting that was literally like, my only idea for it was, wouldn't it be really cool if there was like a desert, just like it's a huge desert where these giant things rolled around and they were cities, and they were just big cities on tank treads, and that was my inspiration for a Pathfinder setting, and it was fucking amazing. I had a really good time with it. You can do whatever you want, right?
Remember that D&D is about telling a story about having fun. If you take it into serious, into making a job or homework, then it's never gonna work. It needs to be fun.
Kelner asked a good question for all of us. What's your favorite experience in Gems so far?
Real fast, before we go around the table, you know what? Let's do what happened to Neal. I'm gonna answer that, and then we'll go around with what's your best experience, and we'll finish it there.
Me.
And we'll finish with that. Well, you can also talk about today, because my campaign is good.
Today was my favorite Gems experience ever. All of it. I'm not gonna pick a single thing. What happened with Neal? Go.
So, Neal is having some issues with showing up simply because of time zones. So what is happening with Neal, what's going to happen with Neal is this. We're going to have his spot as a guest spot. So your boy is going to be coming in, this story arc for him, other people and other story arcs maybe. And he's going to tell me 1 or 2 days beforehand if he can make it. So Neal is still in the group, still a part of the cast, of the main permanent cast. If he can make it, he'll tell me, and then he's in, and the guest spot is out for that week. Now, he told me that in some situations he might be able to tell me just 3 or 4 hours before the session. So what we decided is that if he says that and the guest spot is already taken by the current guest that story arc, he will both of them will play. So we'll have like a 6-player campaign that week. So that's what happened with Neal. What's your best Gems of Power moment, Elf?
I think the thing I liked the most was when we first went to Atlas. And Vindera as a character had never been to a really big city, so she was just like totally flabbergasted by like this city. And I like trying to play that. Like I like trying to you know, decide what I was gonna do there, and like having her, for instance, like just sleeping on top of the cart, and then like waking up, seeing tall buildings, backing up off the cart and falling on her face, you know, like
That was
that
like,
kind of
"What?"
surprise stuff. Like I just
Yeah.
really enjoy those little character moments where I can like
Yeah.
build her into a person. You know, like I really enjoy that. So I think that's probably my favorite moment. Yeah.
Justin, what about you?
I really don't know what my favorite Gems moment is.
Aww.
Want to go to somebody else as you think?
Yeah, I don't know. I really
Ram,
don't.
what's your favorite Gems moment?
Weirdly enough, and I know it's a horrible one to bring up because it was very dark, but and the reason why it's my favorite is because it's the most memorable and really brought out a lot of emotion because of that character. But when Reginald died, it was a sad time, but it was like it was one of those moments you could say it's like my favorite because it's the most memorable.
Yeah, boy,
I
got
don't
to
know.
act. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, and it kind of it kind of gave like a lot of emotion behind everything, and it was kind of like it felt like the group was missing something really big. I don't know. There was something. It was just that really kind of like, I mean, that's my favorite in a weird, twisted way. Even though.
Oh, dude, no, I think that I have in Earthdawn, our group's like guide and the dude who essentially like introduced me into the group like was like slaughtered by these people we were hired for, and we didn't do their job, and like he was like torn to pieces, and it has completely defined my character's like purpose and changed him like 100%. And I would say that's probably my favorite moment because the emotion and like you suddenly have a purpose for I had a purpose for my character. So I think, you know, situations like that.
I can totally understand like the character death thing being like the big moment, especially because you haven't played tabletop, you haven't experienced like the real emotion behind a character dying like until that point. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
Just
Fuzzy,
sorry. I'm
what about you?
talking out of turn.
Don't worry
I'd have
about
to
it.
say all the arguments I've had with Clam and Neal. No, I love it though. I love because no, the thing is, right? I hate arguing. Like I hate real arguments. Like I get incredibly stressed out about like real arguments. But like RP arguments are fun because I can just absolutely like go full on and stuff. And it's I don't know. It's just a load of fun. I love the back and forth and stuff. So that's my favorite thing. I think it's just the arguments.
All the mum voicing.
My favorite moment is actually two. My favorite moment is when I just came up with the idea to like imprison the dragon because we were high priests in that in Justin's campaign. I was like, oh shit, so we're high priests. Can we actually use the magical power in here? And guys, joined arms, and we literally joined arms and like hippies started dancing. And it worked. It fucking I do not
We
know.
don't. Right. What happens in Dance Temple stays in Dance Temple. All right. We don't talk about
But
that.
that fucking worked. That was amazing. And maybe my second favorite moment was when the party realized that the gremlins they killed were actually children that were corrupted. And that was a great moment when Gregor was like, wait, were those? I remember that moment when Gregor was just like, were those? That was an awesomely dark moment for the party, realizing they just killed corrupted children.
Oh man.
This was like, psh, whatever.
Justin,
Not
what
dead.
about you?
Carry on.
It's still so hard. I think the revealing Nathaniel as the bad guy is actually my best Gems moment so far.
That was that's
Because the party's reaction after having gone through this ridiculous fucking temple was priceless. It was, like there were literal jaw drops.
I was literally jaw dropping. At that point, if I was like LARPing, I would have gone to my knees. Like I was extremely shocked at that. I was not expecting. I was expecting you to fuck with him, but not that hard.
I mean, it made sense to me.
I know it was because you were like, ha ha, like ridiculous, silly dance temple, ha 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 ha. What the fuck? It's a dragon.
Yeah.
It's just like you just dropped a black dragon on us. What the shit? It was just like,
I actually started planning that because in the first week of Gems of Power, Neal had said that he's been in a dungeon and he's fought dragons, but he's never fought a dragon in a dungeon. So I was like, I know exactly what I'm doing for my arc. There's gonna be a dungeon, and it's gonna have a dragon in it.
Wow.
Cool. So that was it for our Q&A. No other questions in chat at the moment. And yeah, that's about it for our Q&A. We're gonna be here next week at the same time, and we'll see you then. Goodbye, everybody.
Have a good one, guys.